Hello everyone. So I actually have been receiving a lot of comments, videos linking me to watch theirs, even some messages about my speech impediment video. So I thought I'd make another one. No harm done. And well, just did a quick update. Mine has been coming back. My stutter and my problem with the R's, even some of the THs, some of the S's, I've actually had those come back again. And it's very difficult to deal with, especially in my line of work right now. I'm working at a sandwich shop, and at the end of once we have the sandwich prepared, we have to call out the name, and it's been tough dealing with that because I'll have names that I really can't pronounce. And hold on, let me give a treat to my dog. Dexter, here, go ahead, take it. And so I've noticed that it's been coming back, and it's really difficult to deal with. Mainly because I'm in this environment where a lot of my employees are a little bit judgmental. They're a little nitpicky about certain things, and so I really feel a little bit uncomfortable because of those. And when it comes to my speech, that's one thing that I'm very, I guess, I guess you could say insecure about. So when I say Robert instead of Robert, and people tilt their head a little bit and smile and give me that little giggle and say like, "What were you trying to say, honey?" It's frustrating to deal with that. And as well as my stutter, I've had times that I can't get it out. But I'm working on it. I'll take my time slowly and repeat the words, get it out, and I'll look at them and give them this stern look of like, don't judge me, calm down, don't make fun of me, let me finish, let me take my time. And that's a huge tip I give to everybody. So I guess I'm gonna give out 3 tips. Tip number 1: don't be afraid to take your time. If you're saying something and you just can't get it out, even if you have a stutter, I don't have huge ones. Well, I can't say like my stutter is on an extreme. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. It happens every day, but I eventually get out the words. So don't be afraid to take your time, especially if you have like some form of stuttering problem. Even with the speech impediment, with the R's and the THs and the S's, any sounds, don't be afraid to take your time. It really helps. Yes, it's going to be a little bit frustrating for the person that you're trying to talk to, but it helps you out in the end. Trust me. Even with my best friend, I'll be talking to him, and sometimes I'll slip up, and I literally have to pause, rethink, and execute it all over again. And like I said, it's really frustrating for both of us, like for me and for my best friend. So it's going to be frustrating with yourself as well. But take your time. It can be anything from like slowing down and saying the words over again to rethinking your sentence and being like, okay, what should I say instead? Because I've done that. There's times that there's some words I just can't say. I cannot say. Even now, I still can't say them. So what I do is like I'll pause and be like, hold on. I'll literally say that. Or just like, wait, let me think. And then I'll be like, okay, I don't want to say that one because I'm gonna sound terrible, and I'm not gonna be able to say it. So I just pause, think of another word that I can replace it with, and say it instead. So that's one tip I can give you. Slow down and think of what you can say differently, or think if you can say it slower. It really helps. Another tip could be practice. Practice at home. Once you get home or wherever you feel comfortable, if it's in the toilet, do it there. Just think of the words that you um, have the most problems with and go with those. Like for me, I've been noticing that it's a lot of the R's one, like marinara, sandwich shop again. So I'll mess up and I'll say it too slowly, or well, I'll say it too quickly, and it'll sound like marinara, and so it sounds like marinara. See, like, so I had to take it slowly and say marinara, or what's another one? I've been having some trouble with the SHs again, and so I'll literally have to go shh, or go like I don't know if you guys have noticed, but a lot of times when I say she and C, I flip them because my brain just automatically wants to do the SH sound, and it's incorrect. So I take when I go home, which is here. I just think of the words that I can say and can't say and work on them. Literally work on them. If you have a notepad, I have a notepad that I just keep on me that I just tally up my expensive. Take a notepad with you. Keep it on you. Keep it in your pocket. If you have a purse, if you have a backpack, anywhere that you can, just keep it on you. You notice that you're messing up in the words more than once in a day, write that one down. Write it down. Once you get to that comfort area, your room, your house, your bathroom, the park, anywhere, practice it. Um, it helps. It really does. Like, I cannot emphasize how important it is to practice. It really is. Hi, Dexter. My dog's out here, so I'm not talking to the wall. I'm talking to my dog. Tip number 3, be comfortable with the fact that you will slip up. It's going to happen. And you have to tell others, like, if you're closer to some people, like my best friend, I tell him, I'm like, look, I I discussed it with him a long time ago because one time he actually did kind of make fun of me because I couldn't say, I don't remember which word. I couldn't say it. And he actually giggled a little bit and it really offended me. And I had to explain to him, look, I have had a problem with this for years, and I mean years. Sorry. And you have to understand that I'm still gonna have to slip up, and it really offends me, and it really hurts, like really, really hurts my feelings when my own best friend laughs at me for this. And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "You're gonna have to understand that it's gonna take me some time to say different words, and if I have to repeat them 5 million times to you, I'm going to." And so I encourage you guys to whoever you're talking to, whoever's your friend, if you're in a relationship with like an intimate relationship with someone or just a regular relationship, like a friendship relationship, um, tell them that. Like, let them know that it's gonna, sometimes you have to take your time, sometimes you will slip up, sometimes they have to respect the fact that you're not gonna be able to say all the words that you want to say. And let them know that. And like I said, find your comfort, find comfort in the fact that you will. So when you don't, it's like woohoo. But yeah, like feel comfortable with it. Learn that you're gonna slip up. I slip up. I know that sometimes you do it more than once, sometimes more than 3 times, and just feel feel okay with making mistakes. It's gonna happen. There's no way that it won't. It's inevitable. Just let it happen and deal with it later, because that's what matters. Making up for them. So yeah, if you're gonna mess up, if you're giving an oral presentation and you see that everybody's laughing at you, or just like giving you these looks, think about it later. I know it's gonna be so painful. Trust me, I've had those presentations in middle school. I had to present my paper. It was a 7th grade writing class, my English class, and I had to present my paper, and everybody was staring at me and giggling. I was reading a see? I was reading a horror. See? I'm telling you. I was reading a scary movie type of story. It was my paper. And I had reached really good praise. I had received really good praise from my teacher. And I was reading it and they were laughing at me. And then like I looked at my friend at the time and she was just like, just keep going, just keep going. And I finished it. I sat down and I was about to cry. And then I looked over at her and I'm like, why were they laughing? She's like, they couldn't understand what you were saying. And I was like, fuck. It was it was devastating to hear that. And I was just like, well, whatever. And then later on after that, I remember at the end of the class, I heard people still giggling and um, making fun of me, as in they would say the words that I was struggling with and say it the way I was saying it. And so it hurt. Like, I was just like, well, I'm sorry that I can't say that. I've been working on it. So when you see things like that happen, just use that as encouragement to get better. If you feel uncomfortable, I know it's the worst thing to say, but if you feel uncomfortable, if you see that this is happening and you want to do something about it, just be like, imagine what you can conquer, literally. Hold on, Dex. Give me your toy. And so, don't be afraid to make these mistakes and just use them, use these mistakes and learn from them. Like I said, if you're giving these presentations and people are laughing at you and you feel uncomfortable yourself, just going up there, you know that there's a reason why. So when you go home or whatever you're going to, just practice those. Or just say them in your mind. It actually really helps to say them sometimes just not even out loud. There are times when I'm typing a paper and I'm saying everything up in my brain before I write it down. Even with speech, think about it first and see how it goes. It really helps. So those are my three tips. One, I can't remember what number one was. Okay, one of them was practice. Another one was um, comfort zone. I can't remember what number one was. Well, yeah. So just good luck. I know you can do it. I tried. Like I said, I can't still say that H word. I still can't say it. It's tough. There's too many R's in it. I still can't say words in Spanish. I can't say donkey in Spanish. I can't say it. Nope, at all. If I try, it sounds terrible. I can't say car in Spanish. I can't say expensive in Spanish, and it's really difficult to deal with that. It's my dog. Come on here. Come here. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I wish you the best of luck. Pay attention to those three tips. Feel free to message me. I have a Twitter. If you want to follow me on that, go ahead. You don't have to. Trust me. I'm not that fascinating. But feel free to contact me however you want to. If you want to comment below this and say some words that you have been having difficulties with, I might be able to see if I can help or say any tips that I had. Because there are some words that I actually have like flashcards back at home that I've had since I was little, where I actually went through them and practiced on my own and with my mom and my mom and my brother. So if you have any comments that you want to go with, just go ahead, post them, and I'll answer them individually. I usually try to. Some of them um, I just answer like not right after it. I just answer like 5 in one. So I will get back to you. So have a good day. Good luck. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Trust me, even when it looks terrible. I have a saying that I go with sometimes. It's you win some battles and you lose millions. But the ones you win are spectacular. So I know it's a crappy saying, but whatever. It works for me. So yeah, good luck. Uh, have a great day. Bye.